Hi everybody, Sanbonani, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a good Monday and that you're going to have a great week this week. Anyway, you guys, today I want to talk about Makoti, Are You the One? And I'm going to talk about a couple that I haven't really talked about in detail, which is Wendy no Lorraine. Anyway, Kamala Muntana Mleja, and on this channel, siyazikhuluma ngama-reality TV shows, ngama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers. If it is your first time joining me today, I'm wondering where you've been, but there is a subscribe button langezansi if you want to be part of this family. Anyway, you guys, so we watched an episode of Makoti, Are You the One last night. And here is the thing about Lorraine and Wendy, and this is the reason that I haven't spoken about them, is that when they were introduced in the beginning, really for me, this was a couple that I had the most doubts about. I had doubts about how serious they were about being together. I felt like their relationship was not that serious. And this show was supposed to be people that were ready to get married. You know, you're preparing to go and pay lobolo and you just want to see if a person will get along with your family. They just didn't seem serious. They didn't look like they were ready. And also, in the midst of the whole show taking place, they want to take a trip to Mozambique. And I'm like, why would you plan a trip right in the middle of doing the show? If you are serious about what's happening with the show and what the results are going to be with Wendy courtesing with your family. So it just didn't seem genuine to me. And also, when I saw Lorraine in another show on Moja Love, I think it's a show called After Tears. And if you see somebody in more than one show on TV, it gives you an indication that this might be somebody that wants to be on TV, is looking for an opportunity to be on TV, regardless of what show they are doing on TV. So it felt to me like, how genuine is that relationship really? So I started having questions about their relationship. But I was still watching them, you guys. It just didn't it doesn't look like they are ready to get married. So it makes me question if they made the right decision to do the show. And last week, it was the first time that they actually did admit to each other after they went to a therapist together. To say that they're not ready to get married. They have some things that they need to work on in their relationship. I don't even think that it's because of the therapy that they went to. I think they were never ready. I think they knew that they were not going to get married anyway, but they just wanted to be on TV, and that's why they ended up doing the show. But their story is still an interesting one, nonetheless. Okay. And I've been trying to figure out, Uguti, where is the disconnect when it comes to this relationship? Because when they talks about a relationship, she talks as if they're very serious in their relationship and they're ready to take the next step. But when Lorraine talks about a relationship, she is sounding very unsure about the relationship. Sesikubeka eceleni njena whether they want to get married or not, the relationship itself, Lauren doesn't sound very sure about it, whereas Wendy sounds very sure about it. This is a typical case of two people being in a relationship and yet they see it totally different. It's like Wendy is all in while Lorraine is like 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And in this episode last night, I appreciated the presence of the cousin, Lorraine, because the conversation that Lorraine had with the cousin clarified for me they are coming together. So this is the story. Lorraine has kids that she is taking care of, and it's supposed to be her sister's kids. I believe the sister is late. Those who watch the show will correct me in the comment section if I am wrong. So she's taking care of those kids. But she says that she was really struggling with the kids before her and Wendy came together. Wendy is from a marriage, so she is freshly divorced, okay? And she's from a marriage. She's going through a battle, like a court battle with her ex-husband. Her ex-husband is looking to get the full custody of the kids. And yes, you guys, but she still has her kids. So now, when they came together, Wendy saw Lorraine struggling with the kids, and she was like, "Listen, let me help you with the kids." I do believe that their relationship at the time was already sexual, but they were not really sure about them committing to each other. So Wendy is like, "Listen, I've got kids. Let me help you with your kids." So it got to a point where Lorraine says that the only time the kids would be happy is when Wendy would be around. So when Wendy wasn't around, she was struggling with the kids. The kids were not happy. And it's almost like Wendy came in and brought some kind of stability in with Lorraine and the kids. At some point, Wendy decides that, you know what, it will be better. It will be better if we all move in to the same house, which I assume that was Wendy's house. So Lorraine moves into Wendy's house with the kids. Zgas is walking to Wendy's house, while the relationship between Wendy and Lorraine is still hanging, in the sense that they were not sure if they were committing to each other or not. Okay, I think that when Lorraine moved in, Wendy took that as Lorraine is committing to a relationship, whereas Lorraine was thinking she is just moving in because she really, really needs help with the kids, and it's going to help her. Wendy is going to help her to take care of the kids. That's all that it was for Lorraine, it sounds like to me. Whereas Wendy and I was thinking, they are taking, the next step in their relationship in moving in together. So this one time they take a trip to Cape Town. When they get to Cape Town, Wendy decides that she's going to get a ring and propose to Lorraine. And when she does propose, Lorraine says no, because obviously Lorraine is not ready to commit to a relationship. She's not ready to get married. She's just at Wendy's house because that is a convenient place for her to be, because obviously Wendy is helping her with the kids, and the kids seem really, really happy when they are around Wendy. Even now, you guys, like I said, in the middle of doing the show, I do understand that they had already planned a trip to Mozambique. But I feel like, why would you plan a trip to Mozambique and then enter to do the show at the same time? And they could have said, well, we can't do the show because we already have this trip to Mozambique, which doesn't really go with what the show is about, because the show is about Wendy going into Lorraine's family house and staying there for a number of days. So now she's going to be in Mozambique for an extended vacation. So now they look like people that take trips all the time. So now they're in Mozambique, and Lorraine really look like she just wants to have fun with the other girls that they're there with the other friends that they're there with. It doesn't look like she wants to have like these deep conversations that Wendy wants to have, and even discussing therapy. I really honestly feel like they are good for each other. I really feel like that. I feel like Wendy really loves Lorraine, but for some reason I don't feel like Lorraine is that in love with Wendy. It's like she's just there because it's convenient, and I almost feel sorry for Wendy, because I feel like in a way Lorraine is using Wendy because she knows that's the person that is helping her with the kids, and it's convenient for her to be there. So it's like a relationship of convenience, but it's not like she really loves Wendy. I do wish that Lorraine could commit to a relationship, because I really feel like Wendy really wants that. But it's also worrying, because I think about what's going to happen with the kids if the relationship doesn't work out. And that's a question that the cousin asked, Uzi, what do you think will happen to the kids if this relationship doesn't work out? Because they moved in together when the relationship was still hanging, when they were not sure what was going to happen with the relationship. I appreciated this episode because it clarified that for me, clarified why I was feeling like this couple really was not a couple to choose for. Makoti, are you the one? and it doesn't look like they are even completing the process of Makoti, are you the one now? We are just watching their lives now, which is different from what we're supposed to watch when we're watching Makoti, are you the one? But I appreciate seeing some parts of their lives as well. I appreciate that Wendy has been sharing her experience when it came to her having an accident and ending up losing her leg. And that is a story that is very relatable for some of the viewers. So it was great to watch that. It was great to watch also when Lorraine was going to look for her brother, who's now a drug addict. That was a very relatable story as well, because there's so many viewers that have family members that are addicted to drugs, and you're trying to help them and you don't know what to do, and then you help them and then they go back, and all of that, the stress that comes with that. And there's so many viewers as well that are taking care of kids that are not theirs, like the siblings kids, and you're struggling because you're not a mother, but you are finding yourself, with being a mother to kids that you didn't give birth to, and you don't have a choice. So they do have relatable stories. I just question if they were the right couple to choose for Umakoti, are you the one? They could have done another show with this story, but I guess that they're here. Anyway, you guys, tell me what you think about Wendy, Kanye, no Lorraine in the comment section, and what do you think about their story, and what do you think about the fact that they've decided to take a trip to Mozambique in the middle of the process of Umakoti, are you the one? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegiona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngimthanda kakhulu.